Hey you guys, welcome back to another virtual voice lesson. Okay, so before anything, make sure you have a notebook and a pencil. Make sure you've got a water bottle, and then let's get started. Okay, so today we are talking about mixed voice and legit voice. Okay, so I'm going to kind of explain the definitions to you so that you know the difference, okay? Mixed voice is a musical theater style that is a balanced blend of both upper and lower registers. So when we talked about our head voice and our chest voice, that's kind of what we're referring to, okay? The tone is bright and focused, similar to a belt technique, which we will get into in the future, I promise. The sound is much more contemporary, okay? That is my best way of putting mixed voice. There's so much debate out there, so much conversation, but my biggest thing I like to tell people about mixed voice, it is literally the way it sounds. It's a blend of your upper and lower registers, okay? But with a more contemporary sound. Legit or legitimate voice is a musical theater style as well that's focused in the upper register. Like a mixed voice, the goal is to have a bright tone. However, the sound is much more classical, but not operatic, okay? Opera is a totally different sort of form and the way we use our resonance. I won't be touching on opera, but legit is usually what we hear when we hear people sing classical musical theater, so to speak. They're using that legit voice, okay? Awesome. So I'm going to demonstrate right now some mixed voice and some legit voice, okay? So I'm going to sing it on the phrase, twinkle, twinkle, little star. So, okay, here we go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. That is mixed voice. I'm going to now do it in a legit voice. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Okay, did you hear the difference a little bit? A lot of people will always categorize these two voices together. And it's, you know, while they're both using a blend of your upper and lower register in a way, there's differences between the two. Mixed voice is a lot more contemporary. There's even a little bit more of like a speechiness, more of a nasal resonance. And legit voice is much like, I feel like much taller and grand and more classical, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate again, and I'm going to do it on an ah. So this is my mixed ah. Oh. And this is my legit ah. Oh. Okay, again, do you hear the difference? I hope you can, okay? So just to sort of wrap it up in a bow so you know the differences and you have like concise definitions, mixed voice is musical theater contemporary style, blending both upper and lower registers, while legit voice is focused in the upper register. It's still a bright tone, but it's classical. Okay, let's get into some exercises. Let's start with mixed, okay? So we're gonna do a nice sing ah, okay? So when we're singing this, I really want you to focus on bright. I really want you to smile into the song or the phrase that we're singing. And I really want you to think that the sing and the are coming out of your eyes and ha, okay? So I don't want it to sound sing oh. No. I want it to be sing ah, ha, ha, ha. Okay, we want it to be that like ah, very happy, light, you know, not breathy, but very very focused and very specific in the air, upright, okay? Sing ah, sing ah, sing ah, sing ah, sing I am making sure that I am constantly, that's why I like to smile during this exercise, because it reminds me that that's where the brightness needs to be when you're singing in a mixed voice. When you're singing in when you're singing in a head or chest voice, or your upper and lower register, you can clearly feel like, oh, I'm in my chest voice. Ooh, I'm in my head voice. But when you're singing in that mixed area, you really want it to be from your cheeks out, okay? Ah, ah. Go ahead and do that with me. Come on and do some sighs, okay? Ready? Ah, ah, ee, wow, ee. Okay? Sometimes when I'm singing and I'm singing a little too much in my chest voice, or I'm singing a little too much in my head voice, I really like to do some so that way I remember this is where the mixed voice is happening, okay? So again, that's the sing ah, sing ah, sing ah, sing ah, sing ah. Okay, awesome. Another mixed exercise that I love is my mother made marmalade, okay? The reason I like this one is because sometimes a lot of people will immediately go straight into full-on classical the higher they get. Okay, no. We want to make sure that we're continuing with that mixed sound right there, right here in this area, okay? And we're just shooting it out. And it goes, my mother made marmalade, and make sure to slide. My mother made marmalade. My mother made marmalade. My mother made marmalade. Nice and forward. My mother made marmalade. My mother made marmalade. My mother made marmalade. And when we get up higher, don't try to resist really like making it super loud and super forced. We don't want any forcefulness here. So when we go up higher, my mother made marmalade, make sure that we're not singing it super duper back or even super duper forward. Even though we are focused on getting it bright and out, we don't want it to sound like my mother made marmalade. No. We will do more of those nasally type exercises when we get into belt, but for mixed, we really just need to, again, focus on that mix, focus on that balance, just right there. So, my mother made marmalade, okay? But don't make it sound like, my mother made marmalade. No. My mother made marmalade, right here. Okay. Now we're going to get into some more legit exercises. This is going to really help strengthen your head voice even more. I know we already talked about head voice, but it's really going to strengthen that head voice even more in a more musical theater, classical style, okay? So we're going to start with some isolations. So we're going to go ah, oh, ooh. So that's ah, oh, ooh. So, and again, the sound should also kind of feel in this area, but I always feel like it's coming more straight from the top of my head. And really think light. Yes, you want it to have a little bit of that bright tone, but really think light. Really think tall. Really think, don't think exactly opera, but think very tall and very light and very, okay. focusing on isolating and really making sure that we are giving it that bright tone, but not as much as a mixed voice, but making it tall and making it whoo, and making it very light, okay? The last exercise for the legit voice that I'm going to show you is is slides, okay? I love doing slides, okay? So it's going to be on a U. So we're going to go U. And again, don't go you. That's not what I want. I want U. Nice U. And allow it to go up into that head voice. Allow it to go there. So for example, if I were going to do that exercise for a mixed voice, it would sound a little bit like this. You. Do you see how it's kind of a little bit more bright and a little bit more of nasal resonance? And while a legit voice is you. Okay, so I hope that helps you kind of know the difference between those mixed exercises and then the legit exercises. That concludes my video on mixed and legit voice. I hope that you learned some new things. Isn't it amazing how the voice can do so many cool things? It's more than just having a head voice and chest voice. There's so much that we can do in order to really add more character and add more style into our singing, especially in musical theater. So thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in our next one.